Well, it looks like MAC is back, y'all. MAC lipsticks used to be like all the rage back in, I don't know, 2016, 2017, 2018. We all used to be filming our MAC collection, showing MAC swatches. I probably have a video somewhere from my archives of like my MAC lipsticks, but now MAC is back on the scene. They do not want to be forgotten, and they have this whole like new nudes collection, and I did some shopping. I picked up a few products. Let's go ahead and jump in. So MAC Cosmetics recently dropped their like new nudes collection, and they have some OG favorites that they were bringing back, but they also dropped some new shades. And it looks like they have some from every finish, like cool to light to deep. They have the Powder Kiss Liquid Lip Color. They have the Maximal Silky Matte Lipsticks, the Maximal Sleek Satin Lipsticks, and Luster Glass Sheer Shine Lipsticks. I also know that they came out with a new liner, Cool Spice, but I was not able to pick that up. Cool Spice is available, well, all of these MAC products are available at MAC and Ulta, and both my Ulta didn't have it, and it's not available online, and MAC didn't have it, but I still wanted to bring a MAC lip liner back into my collection. So for today's video, I did repurchase Whirl. Whirl lipstick is a lip shade that I had in the past a while ago, and I just decided I would purchase a lipstick so that I could swatch these shades for you. Some of these lipstick shades are new to the market, new shades, and some are reformulations. I actually picked up 3 shades. 2 of them they're coming back, they're reformulated. I have Flesh Pot, which is a sleek satin, and I have Yash, which is a silky matte. Then I also picked up Cool Teddy, which is a new shade, and that's one of the silky matte formulas as well. Now, one thing I will say is we do have new packaging. It's this sleek bullet packaging, the black that we're used to, but this is a matte black, like flat matte, whereas when I'm looking at some of my older lipsticks, they have more of a sheen to it. So very sleek packaging. I also noticed that the size is a little bit larger than their older formulation. So very, very nice. I am excited to try these out. I'm gonna do lip swatches. We're gonna try it with and without a liner, and I'll also share swatches like on my hand and stuff so that you can see what it looks like. Just for reference, I do have like a neutral undertone. I'm very fair skin, red hair, so I think taking into account skin tone is going to affect these lip shades as well. Now, I have not tried any of these shades on my lips yet. I did not have Flesh Pot or Yash in the past. These are brand new to me, so let's start with some swatches. So first up is the shade Flesh Pot, and this is described as a warm, light beige flesh tone like a nude. This is the one that some people are saying could almost give you like concealer lips vibe because it is very light. This is one that they did have in the past, and then I think it was discontinued and they're bringing it back now. And it does say, if you go on the MAC website, like they'll tell you what lip liner they recommend with this, and Whirl is actually the lip pencil that they recommend. So I want to show you each of these first just swatched on the lips bare, and then we'll swatch them with lip liners. So this one right here is the shade Flesh Pot. So you can see that Flesh Pot on me, even with fair skin, like definitely washing me out, definitely very concealer lips. It's more on, like it says, the peachy beige or like a light beige. I'm not really seeing a hint of pink, which is interesting because I've been watching swatches with people on YouTube and, you know, on Instagram, and there are people who have Flesh Pot as more of a pinky nude on them, and on my fair skin, it's very nude, very light, very, very washed out. So that is the first one in Flesh Pot. So Flesh Pot was my satin, but Yash is a matte. And this is an ultra light neutral, so it is described, but this one definitely has a deeper tone than the lightness of Flesh Pot. Still in the nude family, but it almost has a little bit more of a brown undertone, whereas the Flesh Pot was a little bit more of a peachier undertone. So let's go ahead and try Yash on the lips. I'm interested to see the matte formula. The satin formula felt very silky and creamy. My favorite formula tends to be the cream sheens, but let's see how this one looks. So you can definitely see Yash is more brown on me. I would still say that it's a light brown, but you can definitely see it on my skin. It's not blending into my skin tone like the Flesh Pot is. I could feel that it's more of a matte than the satin like Yash. I can feel it on my lips, not in like an uncomfortable, I want to take this off immediately type of way, but more like I could feel it upon application. I can feel it sitting on my lips. I can see the lines in my lips. It didn't drag or anything. It definitely went on very silky and smooth, but I can feel that the texture is a little bit different. Let's try the new one, Cool Teddy. So Cool Teddy is said to be a cool, deep-toned beige. For me, this is the one that I feel like has more of like a pinky undertone than the other two. Flesh Pot was more beige. We had the brown in Yash, and then this one had a little bit more of a nude shade. I think that Cool Teddy is supposed to be the sister to Velvet Teddy. I do remember having Velvet Teddy. I feel like I liked it back when I had it. I mean, it's been a while now, but I remember liking that shade. But I am excited. I'm definitely in my cool toned era, so I'm excited to see how this one looks on my skin tone. Cool Teddy is definitely the one that is most wearable for me. I feel like it's more my color story with like the mauve-y undertones. It's a little bit deeper on my fair skin. I've seen this on some deeper skin tones and it looks beautiful, and it's more of a lighter shade on my skin tone with my red hair. It is a deeper shade, very beautiful, feels comfortable on the lips, but I don't wear any of my lipsticks without lip liner, so I do want to go ahead and show you all three of these with lip liner on because that's how I would wear it. And I'm just gonna go ahead and use MAC Whirl. I wanted to have the Cool Spice lip liner to share with you, but Whirl is one that is an OG favorite of mine, so we're gonna use Whirl. I zoomed you in a little bit so that you could see here is MAC's Whirl lip liner on my lips. Now both the lip liners and the lipsticks are $25 each. I did fill it in a little bit, but I didn't fill my lip in completely. Whirl is just like a nice generic nude mauve shade. I would say the MAC lip pencils are not my absolute favorite. They do tug on the lips a little bit if I'm having like dry lips or irritation. They're not the most comfortable to wear, but you do definitely have the longevity. So I'm gonna start with the lightest one, which is Flesh Pot. That one was the satin, and I'm gonna concentrate it just on like the middle of my lips. And so here is Whirl lip liner with Flesh Pot. I actually really like this because I didn't like Flesh Pot on its own for like the peachy beige. I'm more of like a nude pink girl, and I feel like Whirl, the mauviness of Whirl, really brings out the pinky type of vibes. Now I did go in with a light layer and I did fill in the majority of my lips with Whirl lip liner, but I mean, this is wearable for me. This is a Kelly shade. We're back to having just Whirl lip liner on the same way, where I just outlined a little bit and left the middle part blank. And we're gonna go in with Yash, which is more of that brownie nude. I feel like it paired fine with Whirl. I would be interested to see this with like the Cool Spice shade. I also feel like if you wanted to use like a warmer brown, you could really get the richness of like the nude and the brown. I would almost be interested to try like my Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude, which is more of a nude and less on the pink, whereas Whirl has a little bit more of that pink, but I still think this is wearable and I like it for a brown nude. And last but certainly not least, we are going to go in with the new shade in Cool Teddy. Very excited about this one paired with Whirl. You can see it definitely pulls very cool tone and more of a deeper cool tone on me. This is super wearable. I feel like I like the color. I like it with my skin tone. I feel like it brings some life to my lips, and it's more of the mauve versus the nude, which is something I enjoy. It's almost giving me like Charlotte Tilbury Very Victoria vibes in a way, like a My Lips but better, a little bit of a deeper shade. So I really like this one. So I would love to know what you guys think. Is MAC back? What do you think of this new like Maximal Nude collection? Did you pick any of these up? Are you going to pick any of these up? I hope that this was helpful to you. I mean, I really enjoy the 3 shades that I have. I'm excited to try them more. I'll kind of keep my eyes and ears out for that Cool Spice liner because I was interested in trying it. I just feel like MAC is an OG, and to be honest, I think this is kind of a smart move on their part to like really promote their nudes and re-promote it and do the packaging a little bit different, because now people are talking about MAC lipsticks again. So I hope that you found this helpful. I know I was looking at swatches before I decided which 3 I was gonna purchase, but that's gonna do it for this one. Make sure to subscribe before you go. Let me know in the comments down below, did you pick any of these up? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.